Hi again, violas. I'm now going to show you a lovely warm-up to remind us to bring our elbows around when we play, which is particularly important when we're up on our C strings. And it's also something to help us remember to keep our left wrists really flexible and loose and light. It's also got lots to do with using our fourth finger as sort of an anchor and just then stretching back with the rest of our hand rather than gripping with our first finger and then stretching up the hand, which I see actually quite a lot, and I also see people not using their elbows properly. So this exercise will hopefully help with those things. So we start off quite simply playing fourths. I will come around here to show you. So we start off with our fourth finger on the C string, third finger on the G, a fourth down, and the second finger on the D string, fourth down, and first finger on the A string, fourth down. Once again. So that'll sound like this. Now that would not be remotely possible or even a little bit comfortable without bringing our elbow really around. So that's what I'm just doing now to really harness that feeling. And think about also the feeling of where it's coming from. So my shoulder blade is active. I'm feeling like a real roundness around my instrument when I play. I'm also aware of what my thumb is doing, or at least trying to be aware of what my thumb is doing, because this is a really tempting one to clamp on with our thumb because it's not comfortable. And clamping with our thumb, as I'm sure you all know, is a really bad idea because it inhibits the sound and the movement and the freedom of what we're doing. So let's do that again. And then what we do to complete the exercise and warm up is go up by semitones. So we start here. Etc. All the way up the instrument at your leisure. And yes, I mentioned the thumb, and a little add-on exercise actually just for our thumb, since we're on that topic, is a really silly one in a way when we're doing our scales. Try just rotating your thumb in circles, in nice slow circles as you're playing, and it's a bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. It's very hard to not start doing this with all of your fingers. Let's just try a scale with our thumb rotating. If you do that for the 2 octaves up and down with your thumb rotating the whole time, it will really wake it up and remind you very physically not to clamp, and it will hopefully just wake it all up a little bit.